queer.
Say that one more time for us, Midge. Just one more time.
Start from the bottom and stayed on the bottom, because Midge is the bottom.
Oh, shit!
Got him.
It's true.
Oh! Nice.
Well, at least you're honest.
Got him.
Oh, man.
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, boys
Hello,
and goys.
Hey, boys and goys.
Yeah?
Alright, let me
What
pop the chat out, because I am lagging like a beak.
At least you're not lagging in our hearts. Right?
Speak for
Not
yourself.
true.
What? That's sad. I am offended. I don't know why.
Mate,
But it
just
is
keep
your
it at
right to
real
be
life.
offended.
I have a
You
right
king.
to be offended.
Disgusting.
God.
We all have a right to a lot of things.
The urge to restrain myself there is...
So what's going on in everyone's existences, huh?
Jonathan is here with his perfect hair again. Ooh.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Big boy.
Look at these
Cheeky
compliments
little
coming
grin
your
as
way.
well.
Yeah, how's everyone? Wait, I was just about to get the show started, but we got Tripper, we got Jonathan, and wait,
Yeah.
Midge?
What's he doing here? Who let him
What
on?
the fuck's Midge doing here?
This
Who
man.
allowed Midge here? Who did this? Oh, it's me. Hey, Midge. How's it going?
Hi,
Welcome to the stream.
it's your boy. How you doing?
It's my boy.
It's your boy.
Yeah, I totally,
skinny
I
penis.
totally blackmailed my way onto the show, guys. How I did it. I was like,
Gun to my
Ruben,
head.
like Ruben, if you ain't gonna let me in, you ain't getting no boy pussy from me. So.
Damn.
There it is.
And here I am.
And there you go. That gives you an insight into how that works.
Hell
Frosty
yeah.
says that he challenges Jonathan to a hair off, so get ready to cry. There you go, Jonathan. Something to
I'm
look
not
forward to.
intimidated.
Oh well.
Words, dude.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a good slapback. But how's everybody's weeks been? Let's start with T-Rip, since everyone already knows how T-Rip's doing. This is his name's in the channel. He's been streaming like Dark Souls. He's been streaming like, some stupid thing on Saturdays with this idiot called Whiskey or something. Yeah.
Damn. I need to just hire you to narrate my whole life, Ruben. That was pretty good.
Yeah? Is that your week?
No,
Is that good?
That was honestly pretty alright. I have nothing to add.
I've been skipping the Bagel Boy, but
Yeah.
I think no one needs to hear anything about Bagel Boy.
No one
I don't-
cares about your work, Bijan.
I don't care about my work, honestly. No need to dwell on that.
Then we'll move to our other
Yeah.
regular guest of Jonathan. Jonathan, you've been doing anything interesting? Have played any new games?
How can you be a regular guest? I'm sorry.
Because everyone in my games is temporary.
Oh,
Nothing
damn.
lasts
Oh.
forever.
Savage. New games. I'm replaying some of the Assassin's Creeds because they're a good time. But
Hey,
other
which
than-
ones?
I'm starting from the beginning, so Assassin's Creed, just the first one.
Started
Never
from the
played
bottom.
that one, to be honest. I started
Oh,
playing
the one
the
with
second one
Altair.
first.
That's the only one I've played. I like that one.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know. My life's pretty good right now. Just staying chill, but nothing too much to speak of.
Yeah, last week you were talking about how you've been unorganized. Good to see that's continuing going.
Yeah, it's actually getting more so I'm in a good place.
Sick. All right, nice. Midge, you got anything of interest?
I'm a big 1-9 boy. I'm going on holiday next week, and other than that, fuck all, to be honest.
Right.
I'm an adult
My
now,
week's
guys.
been pretty non-factor. I've got a hair booking for tomorrow, so that I stop having frosted tips and go back to full white, which will be sick. But
Mate,
other than
you'd be
that,
disappointed.
I've had a very, very uneventful week. If that's yeah, so, I think we'll be getting into the game very, very shortly. Is there anything anyone wants to mention or talk about before we jump in?
Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this at the end of the show too, but this Thursday is going to be the first day that myself and the boy to my right, Jonathan, is going to be doing something very interesting that we've been doing for a long time. Just going to ignore that. We've been doing for a long time in person, but
Wasn't me.
we thought we'd bring it online to give it some more consistency and so other people could experience it. And that's one-on-one Dungeons & Dragons, specifically 2nd edition. And we'll go into more detail with that at the end of the game and Thursday, obviously. But it's going to be cool. Well, I'd say look forward to it. Yeah.
Okay. Sick. So, where we left off last time, you guys had just ventured out into the ice with a man called Bjart Asgeir and his husky. I believe her name was Felis.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys journeyed out, after a little while, finding the wild man, Mikael, and trying to converse with him, realizing that he did not speak any languages that you shared, and having to communicate with him through the means that everybody else does, of basically just using signs and basically talking through actions. Luckily, one of you is a wizard who's able to create like illusions. That does help. And he was able to show you to the place that I believe that Jarren specifically was looking for, which was the location where supposedly an item he had been interested in was being held. They managed to get there. They started toying around with some stuff, and Ref accidentally and unintentionally activated something in the center, which began activating all of these runes and spirals of this strange magic around him. These corpses around the area began animating into life, and they became eventually trapped in this bubble where their minds were warped and they were shown some horrifying images. They dropped back out. Everything seemed to be fine. The corpses were now coated in a layer of snow, but Bjart was missing, and so was Mikael. They journeyed back, found Mikael's camp, now abandoned for some reason, and when they got there, they decided to have a rest, and that's where we left off, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you a little bit more shaken, but neither of you stirred. So, the air, as it's getting into nighttime, has grown colder and darker, and you're starting to feel the chill around you. And it sort of like runs up the hairs on your backs, that sort of thing. Your fronts are facing towards this campfire that's still into the waning hours of the evening, starting to slowly get to that point where the wood is burning just down to charcoal and cinders. I believe, Jarren, you would be doing something like sitting there, bending and twisting arcane energies, pulling from the fire to... I think you were like buffing out some of the scratches and sort of notches in Ref's weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. So if you want to roll me a smith tools or whatever relevant skill, I would also allow Arcana for your...
Okay. I think we'll go with the tool.
I think they're the same modifier, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So you got a 10. So yeah, you basically hit the base of getting it done. You're tired, you're exhausted, but you do power through and do manage to basically get functionally the weapon working again. It's not pretty. Some of the edges are like you had to sort of flatten out part of the actual flat of the blade to basically make more room for the sharper end, but it's functional, and that's all it needs to be.
Yep.
Ref, you're sitting there on the outside of the camp running a blade along the inside of the rabbit's pelt, separating its flesh and fur from its its fur and skin from its flesh. As you begin to get rid of this perfectly white pelt from the thing, you lay this pristine blade across your lap, Jarren, and the night is quiet as this whole forest has been up to this point, except for the noise of this crackling of the fire, of this like flame and cinders just popping and crackling from the fire, and your attention is pulled towards it for a moment. And then your eyes lock onto it as you grow kind of transfixed by the flame. It starts to shape and warp again and again, replaying laughter in your mind as you see the flames begin to dance and cackle, steal and murder, and you just stare forward straight at it. Not even noticing as Ref comes up to you with a cooked haunch from the kill, handing it to you. You don't hear him as he calls your name. The first time. The second. And then he grabs you by the shoulder and twists your vision, and suddenly you're like out of the moment, and you look up at your brother, whose face is sort of a mixture of concern and slight understanding because he's going through something similar.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll go and take it from you.
8. You need the energy.
And just that's my new focus is eating.
Mm-hmm. And you guys can have a long rest if you want one. If there's anything else you guys would like to do just before you go to sleep, I think you still have 1 point of exhaustion, so going to sleep is probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah, before I go to bed, I'll attune to the medallion we.
Cool. Yeah. So, I believe you already identified it, so you know everything it does.
Mm-hmm.
Just a reminder for the audience: it's a medallion of thoughts. It's this brass skull with these little gem-encrusted eyes in it that he can use to read people's thoughts. These, as a reminder for the audience and for the players, these are the rules on resting. So, because we haven't had to rest and heal before, these are the rules on healing while resting. So take note of those.
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
Got it.
Nice. Yeah, you guys will have a long rest. You will not be disturbed by anything. The woods are quiet, and it seems that everything goes pretty smoothly.
Did we?
You'll awaken in the morning.
Sorry, did we not already have a long rest?
No, you didn't roll any hit die.
Interesting. For some reason, I have full health completely.
We did
I
a
think
short
that's just
rest.
because you leveled.
Okay.
I think you leveled and you short rested, so probably that.
Is that okay? The fact that I leveled and okay.
The level up heals you for the amount you level up, but I think
Nice.
you had a short rest before that put you to full. So.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Okay. So yeah, is it late?
Yeah. It's coming in tonight, and
That's
you
right.
go to sleep.
We were killing
You'll
time.
wake up in the morning. Because this is kind of a clearing of the trees above. You are seeing this like white snow whipping above you in the morning when you wake up. I'm gonna put my phone on silent.
Love you.
Naughty boy.
It's all right. But yeah, you're seeing this this snow whipping by overhead.
This is after we wake up.
Yeah, it's in the morning.
Okay. You ready to try and make it back?
Not like we have another choice.
Right, you are. Lead on.
We start trudging through the snow and wood.
Yeah, you start making your way through the forest. I would like you to roll me a survival check with disadvantage, please.
Here we go. We don't have exhaustion anymore, do we?
Yeah.
No, it's with advantage. It's with disadvantage, though.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in my spells. Hey, that'd be great if I didn't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
What did you get?
3.
You got a 3. All right, so you start sort of traipsing through the woods, and any shadows as you move start growing almost harsher than they were before. Despite it being day now, and as you keep moving, it gets towards midday and starts getting later on. The sun should be directly overhead at points, but it still seems to be pretty dark in the woods, so it must be significantly overcast outside. The trees themselves seem to be hugging close for warmth, and the tops of them seem to almost like shiver in the wind. You notice as you get closer and closer to the edge, this chill starts to hit your bones. And as you eventually manage to come to the exit of the woods, you realize you're definitely not exactly where you entered. You come out and you see this sheer drop, which goes down, just barely being able to like peer through the sort of whipping snow and limited visibility of this hazy ice fog that hangs in the air. It seems to be some sort of whiteout of just complete blizzard. Less snow than when you first arrived in Thetch, but more just fog and limited visibility. Ref, you sort of strain your eyes down the slope and can just see in the distance at the bottom is this ice-coated fjord. It's this sort of like valley between two sections of almost hill or just decline towards it. And you can't see the town anywhere, but your sense of direction tells you that it's roughly northeast. It might just take you a bit longer to follow the fjord back to where it meets the lake that's near the town.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, I meant to mention this, but Jarren, I'm making it canon that the reason why your passive perception is lower than your brother's is because of your experience in the past that led to a few years underground.
Sure.
Meaning that you have like limited visibility whenever you're above ground, but I'm going to give you a +2 to any checks that are very specifically seeing things in darkness.
Okay.
So if you want to note that somewhere on your sheet.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
Nice.
Yeah, because I'm cool with that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use the fjord as a sort of, I guess, continuing landmark.
Yeah, you start following it sort of northeast, and then it winds, and you start following it northwest, and you basically continue following it. If you knew the way to the straight to the town, you could just go straight there. But because you sort of have to follow this fjord, it takes some time out of your journey following the twists and turns.
Yeah.
And you follow this fjord for a while. Its ice is thick enough that a goblin could stand toes to head in the ice and still be completely encapsulated in it on the surface. And it shouldn't be this cold yet, as far as like your sensation of like how time should be at this time of year.
Yeah.
And as you guys are continuing on, you see these little particulates of snow and leaves and twigs that are actually frozen solid in the ice at different layers. And the ice is oddly clear, not dirtied or murky. It's almost glass-like. And you can see, you probably noticed at one point, Ref, you see this like form of a grey shrimp just kind of frozen perpetually in an icy tomb in the ice, and the sort of clarity of it too reflects the sky above, the whirling white. You guys are like having to again pull up all your clothes, make sure you're wearing all of your warms because the sort of brisk wind is sort of whipping at your faces.
Yeah.
Could I make a check to see if this ice was formed by magic, perchance?
Okay, yeah, make me an Arcana.
Yee. Ooh.
You aren't sure. Because you don't think it was made by magic, but you aren't able to see if like the clouds or any other things around were made by magic that caused the weather to like take such a foul turn.
Okay.
Around this area. But the ice itself just seems to have been like flash frozen almost.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you guys will continue onwards, following the fjord as it begins to slowly widen out and widen out. The hills and slopes, as you continue, start dropping away, blanking out into the whiteout, leaving you in basically just the fjord being your only landmark as you follow the side of it. And you eventually reach a point where the fjord seems to cut at an angle, which you assume to be the entrance to the lake. You see the ice stretching out as far as you can see in the fog, this sort of like white fog before you. Just far off into the distance, you assume it to be the lake. While you're here, Ref, your eyes begin to drift downwards as you like look down at your feet for a moment, and you see your reflection. You're looking at yourself in the ice, peering down at you in the water beneath. But the reason why you're like drawn to this and look at it and then look back, sort of double take, is you see your own face has changed. Your eyes on your face are gouged out in the same way that the kid that you saw in the visions was. I'd like you to run me an intelligence save, please.
Why can't it be like a wisdom save?
It's pretty... Your intelligence isn't the best.
No, it's not!
It was a decent roll, but it's not very...
Was it really?
You're not very good at piercing illusions.
No. Oh, fuck.
So,
Yep.
your face in the ice slowly begins to shift into the child's that you saw. And you begin to realize this isn't a reflection of your face. This is a child actually stuck underneath the ice. The child begins to slam its fists fearfully, on the bottom of the ice trying to get through it. You hear it and you feel it in your feet as this child is like slamming the ice directly beneath you, trying to get at you, screaming voicelessly as bubbles like fly out of its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
His face shifts again, and suddenly his form is now your brother's as a kid. It's Jarren as a kid, trapped beneath the ice, slamming his fist on the ice, wanting some escape, screaming for help.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel compelled to do so.
You're goddamn right. Yeah. I mean, I pull my blades out and just start hacking at the ice, stabbing at it, trying to get myself to him.
Yeah, and as soon as I see my brother pull out swords, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like rush up behind him and just kind of shake him by the shoulder to turn him around. What are you doing?
You don't see Jarren at all.
No.
You just feel a force against you.
Yeah.
Can I do I turn him towards me?
You like grab him by the shoulder, but he just feels like a force hit him in the shoulder. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn him towards me.
yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he's probably if he's like trying to save his little brother, and there's a force that just hits him in the shoulder, trying to like
probably
turn him away.
try to
He's
shrug it
probably
off.
like
Yeah.
gonna like push against it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So
if this, I mean, this ice is fairly thick, so I'm not under the impression there's a threat of like actually breaking through.
you don't know.
Fair. Yeah, in that case, I'm going to try and restrain my brother.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Roll
he's
me
going all cuckoo on me.
athletics then, and Ref, you can roll athletics or acrobatics.
I will roll acrobatics.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, wow.
No, okay, nice sir. I
Sorry,
guess.
bro.
So yeah, you try and grab him by the shoulder, and he just shrugs the shoulder away, and then you like try and grab him by the arm and turn him around, and he just like ducks underneath and just slams the hilt of his blade into the ground.
Yeah.
Roll me an athletics check.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so you slam it once, and it seems like the ice beneath you shudders for a moment, and you're like, "This is working." And you go to slam it again, and Jarren, you can do something.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. At this point,
I know what's happening.
yeah, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cast my first second level spell, Warding Wind.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, pop that. But I'm doing it, like I'm just casting it as basically a means of surrounding him by an environmental condition he can't ignore.
Okay.
And I just kind of reel back and start like a little flicker of energy as I begin to create this huge, like powerful winds that just start surrounding Jarren, making just the whole environment difficult for him to work in. And that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So you start getting deafened. Extinguishes area. It's difficult terrain. Yeah. So he's just got like this buffeting wind hits him, and you will have disadvantage on attack rolls. And I'll say also for this purpose, like athletics checks. So as you cast this spell, you like raise up your hands. The wind itself starts like sort of almost forming into this sort of like tube for you as you begin to spin it round and round and round. It begins to whip up the air around it as this sort of cyclone and this wall of wind starts forming around both of you. And Ref, roll me an athletics with disadvantage.
Yep. This I shall do.
Damn.
I continue.
Okay. So with a second 15, you slam the blade of your weapon into the ground and then pull it to one side, actually separating two sections of ice as a crack begins to form.
Yeah.
And this crack starts to stretch, cracking its way across the ice. At this point, Jarren, you like reach down and grab Ref by the shoulders, like pulling him to his feet. You manage to actually get a hold of him, and Ref, your like vision becomes clear, and you like look around, and everything's fine, except for you see this worming crack slowly working its way forwards.
We need to get out now.
You see in the center, well, not the center, but a little way off in the lake, you see a form, a silhouette, maybe a child. Both of you see this, just walking, and the crack seems to be working its way towards it as this crack begins to form these little sheets of ice, possibly trapping whatever this person is out alone on the ice.
We need to leave now. Yeah, and I'm just trying to like yank you back out.
Okay. What? Who's that?
Really don't have time to figure that out until we're safe.
You're safe. How are you safe? You.
I've no idea what's happening right now. You just need to trust me and come back. And I'm like dragging him away.
Sure, fine.
Yeah.
I'll pull myself to my feet.
Harvey, roll me a perception check.
Oh no!
Oh lordy!
Oh no.
Here I go, boys.
Oh yes.
Clicked it.
Waiting.
Clickety clack. Don't go back. Oh.
9, 6.
Clickety clack.
So yeah, you don't hear anything. You're just like walking, not paying attention. You have other things on your mind right now. There are other like more pressing, more stressful things that you have to worry about and think about. That's why you're taking this stroll in the first place. And this crack worms its way towards you, and it begins to spread out, separating, cracking off multiple segments, and then before you know it, you're on this single sheet of ice, and you yell out for help. I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, sure thing. Am I gonna die in the first like 2 seconds? Oh no.
Nice. You
First 2
fall
seconds.
over on one side, and you start slowly slipping as this sort of sheet of ice starts tilting slightly, and you start falling down towards the water. You see, as you start slipping down one side, you look down, and you see a blue webbed hand just plant itself on the edge of the ice sheet that you're on. And I would like everyone to roll initiative, but you don't necessarily have to act. As I'm going to move you over to a map, so bear with.
Oh boy.
Nice.
You guys can click on your tokens when I move you, so it's fine. So Ref, you'd be here, because this is where the crack started. You'd be here, Jarren, and this is where he is.
I don't see it.
Yep, I know. I'm moving you. There you are.
Okay.
Okay. So if everyone would like to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Remember to have your token selected, guys. And I will
Yeah.
switch the music.
Boy.
Bam.
Oh,
It's your boy.
And
Who's this? Who's this man?
Who's this man?
Wait, that's no man.
It's
Who is this?
That's a dwarf!
It's a bearded child. Yeah. That's the one.
just a little baby.
Kalu Palak.
Alright,
Normal.
so...
That is a cattle
Jarren, you get the first action as you hear this cry of help, and you see this figure, this silhouette in the distance. You can't make out any details. You just see them fall over. Their voice doesn't seem to be that of a child. It seems to be that of a man. They seem to fall over, and you start seeing them slowly, like, sliding down the ice, trying to dig their fingernails in. They reach for a blade and try and dig it into the ice, but they're slowly sliding down towards the water.
What the hell? Ref, do you see that? And I just kind of point
over
over.
there. How about that?
Walk. Yeah, and I'll just start making my way.
Now we've got a job.
So I gotta. Where's the ruler? There it is.
Yep. You can also, if you hold left click on your token and press space, you can like press space and move it, so you can do like this, and try and figure out how much distance you can cover like that.
Okay.
It's really cool. Highly recommend that feature. It's just easier than using like the normal ruler.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use my movement. Get over here. Hold on.
Okay.
My token's not moving on my screen.
What do you mean?
I think I lost control of my token.
You should. It says it's controlled by your character sheet, so as long as you have control of your character sheet, you should be good.
I'll
Yeah, try refreshing.
Sorry about that.
Since you have like the same initiative, we'll just do Finn. Finn, what are you doing?
Oh my lord! Right, I'm gonna fucking scramble. It's like, you know, being drunk and stupid and getting slapped in the face. You know, you instantly wake up. It's like, oh my lord! So I want to get this person off of me.
Yeah, you sort of like
This
snap
person's
out of
grabbing
the
me.
stupor you're in.
Yeah, and I'd essentially just. Like,
They're not
get
grabbing you
back
yet.
up
They
to
seem to be
them.
like about to climb up onto the side of the ice thing. You're like sliding towards them almost.
Oh yeah, so I'd definitely like to steady myself, so I'm not sliding down anything.
Okay,
all possible?
So you can use half your movement to stand, but once you like stand up, you'll need to make a dexterity basically saving throw just to stay stable.
Right, here we go, boys.
If you fall again, all that happens is you go prone and can't stand up. So you go prone and can't stand up. You have a really good dex save too. That's really upsetting.
Dang.
So you can't move right now, but you can pull out weapons, try and attack with ranged. This thing would have 3/4 cover right now because you can't really see anything, but it's like hand and sort of forearm.
All right.
But if you have any ranged weapons, you could try to attack it.
I would like to use produce flame as a weapon, please.
Okay. Yeah, you snap your fingers and this fire starts to materialize in your hand. The ice just around one of your hands starts to begin to melt slightly and become water-esque, almost making it more slippy, which is probably why you slipped over.
God damn it.
And you rolled a nat 1. Yeah. And you throw this fire, and it just seems to hit the entire and just roll down this section of the ice that you're about to slide down, splitting it. So I'm going to say you have disadvantage on your next dex save to not fall down.
God damn it.
And is that your turn?
I guess so.
So at the end of your turn, you slide 10 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Towards this thing.
I'm dead, boys.
So, Jarren, are you able to control your token now?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. I think he has more dex than you anyway, so he should be going first. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I see this thing that's pulling the ice?
Not really.
No. So I don't even know that something's pulling the ice.
No, you just see it tipping and him slowly falling down.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I will begin to make my way up here. And if I still don't see anything, then I'll continue moving.
Yep. Continue moving. So, dash.
Do I need to do anything because there's a crack here? Or can I walk
basically,
over that?
every crack is difficult terrain, so it just costs double movement to get over.
Okay.
Just because you have to be careful stepping over it.
So that's...
Is there music playing for you guys?
Yep.
Tripper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
hear music,
good. Because Frosty just said, "What a silent battle," so I was just checking.
I think that's as far as I can get. And
Nice.
yeah, if I see anything, I'll let Ref know, but otherwise, that's it.
Cool.
Jesus.
Yeah, sorry about this map, by the way. I had to do it with a mouse because my tablet's broken.
Sorry about the map? That's funny. It's great.
Ref.
Ref is gonna have a grand old time. Trying.
What's your strength, by the way?
13.
Okay, so I think with as long as your strength's above 10, you could actually long jump this without a check, but you'd have to make a dexterity check on landing on the other side.
I do it. Mm-hmm. Do I have
I'm
the
just
movement to
letting
get
you know.
there? Is the question.
If you dash, then yes.
Oh yes, I will absolutely do that. Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you dash, you could land right next to Finn.
That's
I'd allow you to land in any of these 3 spaces.
I will absolutely
but you'd have
do
to make
that.
a dexterity save on landing to not slip and fall on your ass.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Done. Let's do it. All right. So
Okay, cool.
swoop.
Roll me that dexterity check as you run towards leaping Finn. You see this almost shadow start being cast over you as you look over. See this form starting to leap towards you.
Just running in
you look worried
midair.
for a moment.
Stand there, fuck it. Yeah, I'm screaming out for you.
Woo!
Go on, fucking help me.
Nice. Yeah, you land and you slide 5 feet. On the ice and sort of take your balance, but you are able to stabilize yourself, and you look down at this halfling who seems to be trying to keep his balance. And do you want to describe yourself at all, Harvey?
Yeah, sure, why not? If you bring the jolly old picture up.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
very
got
much like that. He's not your typical halfling. He's kind of burly and a little bit. Definitely worked all of his life. He's got thick calloused hands and all that sort of thing. He's definitely like a worker, like a manual labourer. But other than that, he's just a short bloke with a beard, with slick back hair, gruff looking face. And that's about it, really.
Nice.
God. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So yeah, you just look down and you just have time to peer at him before you whip your head around and you see this thing crawling up the edge. But the other one, as you see this one clawing up trying to get at you, you see another one appear over on the iceberg over here. Token layer. There we go. And because it's on land now. I switch the type of token it is to be this. There we go. And the other one, which is clearing up. So it's going to come up there, and then it's going to use some of its movement, not impaired by this, to get to here. So let me move it to here. And then the other one is going to try and claw up and grab at you, Finn. So I will reveal
Don't do it.
It's just in the water right now. And since it's in the water, it has that. So yeah, it's going to move here and grab at you. It's going to make an attack, and if it hits 22. So instead of actually doing any damage to you, it's just going to grapple, and it's going to sink back down into the water, dragging you into the water by your leg.
Debbie.
It moves at half speed when it's grappling, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you sink 10 feet below the surface, being dragged by this thing downwards.
Perfect.
Yep.
Gloop.
And then this one, its head pops up for a moment so that it can see what's going on, and then it dives down below the ice, and you see this shadow begin to move underneath you, Ref, underneath the ice sheet that you're on.
What cute fishies.
What cute little men. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and yeah, that guy's below the ice.
Yep.
If they're below the ice or below the water, they'll have a transparent sheen to them. If they're on top, they'll have that color. So, Finn, you are being dragged below the water. At the start of your turn, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Here you go, boys. Nat 1, you ready? Oh,
Hey!
never
All right,
mind.
you take half of this damage, so you will only take.
Oh my
because I
God.
round up. Instead of taking 13, you will just take the I can't do maths 7 damage, 7 cold damage specifically. But you have your action, your movement. You can try and break free of the grapple. If you try and break free of the grapple, it will be your main action though.
I'm going to do it. What do I have to roll? Athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics, either one.
Do it!
Come on.
Do it, little man! Do it!
I'm fucking up. I'm going to do you, big boy. You ready?
Nice.
That's
And karate chopped him. Hell yeah.
And he's going to make an athletics and get the same, but defender's advantage. So as he's got a hold of one of your legs, no, it's
Wait,
defender's
defender's
advantage.
advantage.
So you're defending against his grapple.
And
You're
with
okay.
that-
So he's got you by the ankle. He's pulling you down, and with your other foot, you just bring it and plant it on his face, using that force to kick yourself up as you start. I'm assuming swimming towards the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instantly.
you start swimming up. Your head appears just above the surface, and if you want, you can use your last 5 feet of movement to get here.
I would like to do that, yes.
Yeah, as you just like claw yourself back up the edge, gasping for breaths, your whole body drenched and freezing, like you're shivering already.
Yeah, I look like a drowned rat. Like,
Yeah, this is like sub temperatures.
Because you've got all this facial hair and it's just bleh.
Cool. Unless you want to do anything as a bonus action. Sorry. You are a ranger, so you have Hunter's Mark or Healing Word. I think that you took both of those.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So you could use one of those if you would want.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on the gentleman that grabbed me.
Okay. Yes, you can see it. It's just if they're below the water, you have disadvantage on attacking them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And you can't attack them with fire. But that's
Rude.
so yeah, I'll mark that he is Hunter's Marked. Very nice. So that is your Hunter's Mark. So note that you've used the spell slot for that. And sick. He's Hunter's Mark. So Jarren, what would you like to do? You see this thing grab onto this halfling, dragging it below the water, and the halfling managed to break free, gasping for breath, clawing itself back on the edge, completely drenched.
Okay. Yeah, with a strength of 15, can I cross this gap pretty well?
Let me check the exact long jump rules. Won't take it too long. I'll just... the exact rules are, I think it's... Come on, load the fucking thing, please. To make a long jump, you need to move 10 feet before the jump. And then... Okay, this page won't load.
You get much farther
Okay,
with a 10-foot
page.
start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can half the. So a long jump would be your strength score in feet, so you'd be able to jump 15 feet with a 10-foot start, or you'd be able to jump 7 feet without one.
Then I'll back up 10, and then I'll run and jump.
Nice. Yeah, you can do so. When you land, give me a dexterity save as you land on the ice.
Yeah.
You still try and catch your footing.
Could I land like here-ish?
You could land and then like slide there. So yeah.
if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Here's the dex save. Here, big money. Nice.
Nice. So yeah, you land and straight up like your feet land and are instantly the heat from the produced flame has just melted the upper layer of the ice, which is slowly already frosting again. But your feet will hit this sort of wet patch and just straight up go out from underneath you. You land on your ass, getting that like sore feeling as you go prone.
Yep, that makes sense. However, you guys are now within the wind that is surrounding me, and I am using my sculpting spells to basically let you guys ignore all the negative stuff that it does.
Yep, because he is an evocation wizard, I believe.
Nice.
But anyone that tries to enter to affect you guys will be affected by it. And I'll stay prone, and for my action, I will... Okay. So these two gents over here...
Yep.
Could I possibly hit both of them with a...
This one is below the ice.
I know.
This one is above the ice, but has half cover from your brother.
How far are those two away from each other is my question.
Like 15 feet away.
Oh, okay, so he's well below the ice.
Yeah,
Never
the ice
mind.
is like 5 feet in itself, so...
Okay, in that case, we're going to Chaos Bolt the guy above land.
Cool. Alright.
And here we go.
Throw that out.
Oh, I just cast the spell, didn't do the attack roll, my
That's
bad.
a lot of words.
It does a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. He cast it.
Probably doesn't.
An 11 will not hit, as these things are unnaturally thin. These things are actually wearing what seems to be almost like fish skin clothes that seem to make them look bigger than they are as the Chaos Bolt, with whatever energies it would have been, flies through its coat. Not hitting the actual creature, this sort of black energy that seems to shift colors as different colored flames and lightning seem to spark off of it.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. Ref.
I am going to rush over to this man.
Oh, no.
And is it on a slope of the ice?
If you're on difficult terrain, the ice is like slightly tilted towards that, yeah. But if you're you're moving towards it and trying not to make a dexterity save, it's difficult terrain. If you're moving at full speed, yeah.
So that's fine.
So you can move towards it.
I'll move at half speed. And yeah, I know we have the wind thing, but Ref doesn't really know what that is. So
and he's not really being affected by it, so
yeah. He just thinks there's a breeze.
I mean, it's 20 miles per hour, but yeah, go for it.
But he doesn't think it's anything because it's not hitting him. But yeah, he is going to strike at this boy with both his blades.
Okay, make me some attack.
Swiggity swoogity.
Nice, both of those will hit. As you slash into this thing, you manage to cut it. At one point it moves and you just slice through one of its gills as it seems to like cry out in pain. The other time you go and just like dig your scimitar into its thigh. Roll me some damage.
Oh yeah.
As you just slash up and then bring the other hand round, hitting into its side.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stab it.
So
Constantly.
that's this much. Reduce down to
stabby.
Cool. Yeah, this thing's looking a bit worse for wear as this sort of like purplish red blood starts oozing out of the wounds. It like its webbed fingers like touch at its gills as it seems to sort of gawp like a fish for a moment.
Huh.
That's you.
What?
That's you.
Yes. Sorry, I thought back to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's me.
Then it is going to try to grab you and jump into the water. So
that would
going to make an attack roll. Does a 16 hit you?
Hey, yes.
Okay, then it's going to forgo the damage and
Yeah,
leap
yeah.
into the water.
Nice.
Just diving in, like basically bear hugging you to its chest, and just dives directly down into the water. Starts kicking its feet to get some distance, and it will get 15 feet down because it hasn't used as much of its movement this time.
Oh my god.
So you're 15 feet below.
Okay.
Ref, please.
I'll be fine. I'll be
Don't
fine.
die.
I'll be
Come on,
okay.
man.
I can hold my breath a long time underwater.
That's
one
not what
from
I'm worried
underneath.
about.
This one from underneath starts swimming towards you, and it's just
Yeah.
going to try and dig its like webbed fingers and claws into your shoulders.
I'm Brittany, bitch.
Brittany,
Come at me, bruh.
So 13 hit.
Nope.
I think it has advantage because you're restrained.
Am I
16
restrained?
hit.
Is he restrained
Yeah,
or
you're
grappled? Grappled is
is-
not restrained.
Okay, what does grappled give? What's the
The
condition? grappled?
only effect of grappled is I have no movement and they can move me.
Oh yeah, it's the grappler
Yeah.
feat that makes them like
Yep.
restrained when you.
That
put...
they
yeah,
can
cool.
restrain. A 13
Okay.
won't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, 13 will miss. Sick.
Woo! I'm happy.
I'm feeling glad. I've got sunshine in a bag.
Oh god, no!
One is going to swim
I'm
5,
useless.
10, 15,
That's it.
20. It's going to try and grab it while your ankles spin.
God.
That's such a
just
horrible
reaches up.
image.
You don't see this one coming since you just managed to. You claw your way to the surface. You're like panting, trying to regain your composure. You reach for one of your weapons, and you just like while you see Ref tangling with the other two. You weren't expecting a third as it just reaches up, splashing out of the water, grabbing at your ankle.
Just because distance is important, it did have to move 5 feet up as well to get to him, right?
Yes.
Okay,
9
that
will not
doesn't
hit
hit.
though.
cool.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
hit.
yeah, it just misses as it tries to claw at you, and it will move 5 feet down, and then that's its turn. So it's just 5 feet under the. So it's like 10 feet under the iceberg top right now.
Oh my
Finn.
lord. Right. We don't have actual sight on any of these boys, do we?
You can see them. It will be if you attack them with any range weapons, it'll be with
Right.
disadvantage because they're under the water. But yeah,
Can
you
I
can see
can
them.
I hit this boy with a melee weapon right now?
He's 5 feet below. If you had something with reach,
okay,
you
no.
could. Like,
Yeah, no,
but
no, don't worry about it. No.
yeah, sorry.
But hey, I'm still technically in this range, so I'm gonna get. Am I? Or am I not?
No, he's 5 feet down, so he's
Oh,
not within your range. You can leave.
Yeah,
You
okay,
invoke
yeah,
an
I
attack
want
of
to
opportunity right now.
to like go over here.
Cool. Yeah, you take 10 feet step back.
Mhm.
That will take 20 of your feet of movement because difficult
Oh
terrain.
lordy. Oh no,
So-
halflings.
Yeah. So you'll only
yeah,
have 5
I'll
feet
do
of movement after that. So
Okay, that's fair enough. So I can
Okay,
make
cool.
it there though. Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, you like make it there. You look over at Jarren.
Mhm.
Jarren,
Can
I think,
I,
looks back to his brother, more concerned with what's going on there.
Yeah. Can I ready an action by the way? Because since I've only moved.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to ready an action that if any of them breach the water surface, I'm going to shoot them with an arrow.
Okay. Any enemies? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any,
Jarren,
any one of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
you are prone. You can use your movement to stand up, half your movement to stand up from prone if you want.
yeah, I'll do that, and then I will move 10 feet this way.
Nice.
Um,
You could have
And-
done that with. Oh no, it would have been 5 feet, but difficult terrain, so 10 feet for your movement.
but yeah, I'll stand up, I'll move, and then I am going to second level magic missile the thing that's holding my brother.
Okay, so the one on the left,
Ha!
the one that's still
Nice.
visible even though it shouldn't be. So just roll me the damage on that.
Yep.
That one should be like this because it's below the water.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
It'll be this plus another d4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
wait,
keep thinking
that's-
they're on the GM layer because they're slightly transparent.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's another d4 plus 1.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
no,
What
it's
does your
an
magic
extra.
missile
You did
look
it.
like?
Yeah, it's a total. Just because it sort of takes on the same visual appearance like that usually when I begin to sculpt flames around my forge. So it's this purplish flame that just begins to shoot one dart after another just out of my open palm that I have out, and they'll just shoot up and arc down into the water to hit this thing to try and peel it off of my brother.
Yeah,
and
we see like little as you're sort of like forming them in the air, snow's hitting these like flames and just turning into liquid and dripping down as you unleash these things. These sort of bolts, they slam into this thing and its body just gets hit backwards, and it just goes limp in the water from the force. And you get thrown to the side slightly, Ref, and you look back, and the things let go of you.
Yes, because it's dead.
Yes, you are 15 feet below, so you can get to the surface.
What if I don't want to get to the
full
surface?
movement?
What did
Half
you
movement
do
when
to
swimming.
it, Jonathan?
Magic missile. He doesn't have to attack roll. He can just roll damage.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I was probably like, fucking hell, how the bloody hell did you do that? From like behind it, as you just make the thing explode.
Does this slope look particularly difficult to try to like climb up if I wanted to get back?
This side is the side that's dipping into the water. So, but you would have to. But it's just like you would literally have to get your breath. Oh, sorry. Start of your turn. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, I get it now.
Shit! I know what it is. I'm okay. 17.
Yeah. So take half of this. So you take 6
Oh,
cold damage.
Jesus. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
It's cold.
But yeah, you can just get to the surface with your full movement. If you want to dash, you could also get up onto the iceberg. But
Water's wet. I want to do that. Yeah.
As soon as he gets up,
Well,
I just want to. Oh, good.
you will invoke an attack of opportunity. It
That's
can't
fine.
grapple with an attack of opportunity.
That's fine. Oh, thank God.
That's a home rule because we've had that bullshit happen
Yeah.
in some games. 13 will
Nope.
not hit, I believe.
Nope.
So yeah, it just tries to claw at you, but you're too fast swimming towards the surface rapidly. Just you're using your agility and sort of smallness of form to basically push yourself upwards, and you manage to breach the surface with your 30 feet, and you have 30 more feet. Difficult to get up on the edge, but then after that,
getting out of here.
difficult to move. So,
Get next to me now.
so that's 10.
Yeah. Yeah. 20.
Yep.
30.
Yep.
Yep. That'll
Cool.
do.
Cool. Nice.
Water is wet.
So this one's dead. These two are going
Yes.
to both breach the
Well done.
surface. I'm just going to do both their turns at once, but which one do you want to attack, Mitch?
The one that's my hunter's mark is on. if at all
And
possible.
what are you attacking?
Huh?
With?
Bow.
What are you attacking with?
Bow, yeah.
Nice. So you see this halfling from his back pull out this bow, and it's a specially made one for his sort of like short pull reach. It actually seems to be made of like a mixture of woods and metals, so that when he pulls it back with his strength, it just has a basically a sharper twang to unleash the arrows with. So yeah, you like pull the bow back, and you're gonna unleash on the guy on the left. That will hit. So roll me damage.
Nice.
And then it was,
Plus your Hunter's Mark catch.
Nice.
Oh
I believe. Sorry, I didn't. I'm new to.
It's
Ranger,
a D6. I know you're new to Ranger. It's fine.
Yeah.
We
Alright.
have
D6.
it's no worry. It's no worry. It's no rush.
It's no worse.
Rush.
It's no worse.
That's
4
a big
damage.
1-5.
Nice. Yeah, this arrow, as it reaches up, it puts a hand onto the ice, and this arrow just sticks into its hand, pinning it to the sheet of the ice itself. As you see
hear
this
a
sort of
little-
like shockwave seem to pass through its body, both like physically and it seems to almost like seizure just in the quick moment that this happens, as this sort of extra force impacts the creature. And both of them are going to put their hands on the ice sheet and try and push it down slowly.
That's so rude. Why would you do that?
So I'm going to roll some athletics for the two of them. The DC is 15 if both of them reach it. Nice.
Okay.
So one of them reaches it, and this ice sheet starts pushing, and it starts almost going like at a sort of 40-degree angle. So essentially, this is a thing where at the start of your turns, you'll have to make dex saves. If both of them succeeded on 15, they would have like flipped it, knocking you guys into the water. So right now, it's just at a really harsh angle. Finn.
It's your male, Finn Flint Fingers. Okay, I need to roll a dex, yeah?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes.
3 9s with a +5, guys. This is so mean. This game is so mean. So yeah, you start slipping down, and you go straight into the water.
Oh no!
Can someone play Hurt by Johnny Cash, covered by Kermit the Frog, please?
So you still have your movement, but it's difficult
appreciate
terrain,
it.
and it's going to be very hard to get back onto the ice sheet now.
I'm just going to move as much as possible, to be honest, because I
It's
haven't
going to
done
be very difficult to get back onto that ice sheet because it's currently at a 40-degree angle.
Okay, what do I have to do to do it?
So you can try and swim quickly to one of the other ice sheets. You could try and hit one of these things since they're within melee with you. These are options. You could also try and swim here and hit the one with your hunter's mark if you really wanted, but...
Yeah, I'm probably like gonna swim this way anyway. So if I move there and then thwack the one that my hunter's mark is on, and then try to move away.
So you move here, and you're going to try and whack him with what are you attacking with?
Please do it. Short
Your
sword.
short sword. Nice. So you see he quickly like throws his bow around his shoulder, and with the same movement from a scabbard at his side, whips up this short sword and just tries to slash this thing across the chest. Roll me damage and hunter's mark. You'll probably kill it. Oh no, maybe not. You were pretty low. Nice. So yeah, you slash this thing across its chest. There's this wound, this gouging wound. It seems to open in its chest, but it seems to not.
Oh no!
Dead.
Very
yet.
large damage.
You still have 5 feet
really.
of movement if you want to use it, but you will invoke attack of opportunities now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to go this way. Like.
Okay.
Walk up.
Then they're both going to try to attack you.
Don't do it. No.
14 and
none of
12.
them. No, they don't
Nice.
hit me.
Nice. Yeah, you managed to get out of the water before the chill starts affecting you, and you pull as you just. Well, you're not out of the water yet. You're literally like about to climb out of the water. So at the start of your next turn, actually, you'll still be in the water. So never mind.
Imagine if you have to do this in real life, like jump in the
You're
ice
prone,
pool like
yeah.
twice.
I'm not still prone. I stood up.
Oh, you stood up?
Yep,
oh,
he
cool.
did.
I'll take the prone. Sorry, I did not knock the prone icon off. Roll me a
However,
dexterity saving throw.
let's see if I stay that way.
Yep.
Bop.
Nice. 14 does succeed.
Nice.
So you manage to jump quickly over to this sheet of the ice here.
Very nice.
And you land on stable ground. You basically, like, as you see these things start pushing it down, you're the first one to realize what they're doing, basically because you have the more tactical mind amongst everybody. So you're like, I know what they're going to try and do, and you start to jump just as the ice sheet starts lifting up, using that extra momentum to land on the ice sheet next to it.
Could I
That
use...
won't cost you any extra movement.
Sweet. Could I use all of my movement, if necessary, to pull my brother over?
I'll say if Ref can make his dexterity saving throw now, because you will have landed and then like turned around and grabbed him and pulled him, so he can make his dexterity saving throw now. If you succeed, you like drag him over.
Hey.
That's
Why?
it. Oh, I mean, because you might fall into the water if you stay there.
Nah, I'll be fine.
He's got pretty high dex.
I'll be.
It's up to
I
you.
mean, that's not even what I'm talking. I'm just saying he's immune. He'll be fine.
You're not immune.
He's fine.
He's
So
immune.
yeah, so I go and I try to drag you over, and you're just like, "No, man, I'm fine."
I mean, we'll see what he's like on his turn, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
That little man might be important. Right, I need
I
to
didn't
make sure
say
he's
we weren't
okay.
going. It's not that we're not going to help him. It's just you're useless if you're dead. Yeah, and then
I'm so important.
I'm really hard to kill.
yeah, and you just see just a look of just annoyance as I just open up my palm and some more bolts of purple flame shoot out, and I will magic missile the heavily damaged one.
The one on the left. Nice.
Yeah.
So
Surviving's
that
for
will kill him.
chumps.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, you
Nice.
again start summoning these missiles in the air above you. Some of the ice, like basically pulling from the ground, almost drawing in towards these flames. The crystal sort of like circling around, the brightness illuminating into fire, and then you sort of like start summoning these bolts as they fire forwards, hitting into this thing. As again, its body just like starts going, floating in the water.
Mm. Yeah.
Nice.
They'll
and
save in
that's-
that one. You cheeky
And I'll
fucker.
use my movement to get on over there.
Nice, cool.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna stop and crack him.
Ref,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Go ref.
I'm okay.
Oh,
Shh. I'm okay.
it wasn't. It was.
He's okay. Yeah, you slip down into the ice.
It's like, no,
Jonathan's
I'll be
face.
fine. I'm gonna be. Ah!
Again, no extra movement. No, I think unless you want that to happen, like because he had to like it started tilting and he had to jump off, then turn around to get you. At that point, you'd already slipped. Unless you do want to actually be like, I'll be fine. And then you're like,
Oh, I like the
Well,
ladder. I like the second
Okay.
one way better.
I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
I think as it starts tilting, you like dug one of your scimitars in. You're like,
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
I'll
and
be
then as it got to a certain angle, your scimitar came loose and you just like slipped down. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm not in this water. I'm not trapped in the water with them. They're trapped in it with me. All right. That's why you said this didn't cost me extra movement.
To fall into the water, no.
Except for the consequences,
So
no. You're
okay,
good.
so this glacier isn't traversable, I imagine, anymore.
It would be very, very hard. It would be an athletics check to basically climb it at this point.
Yeah,
It's more of a yeah. It is starting to like slowly, now that that one's died and the other one sees you, it lets go and it is starting to slowly sink back down. But that won't happen till its turn. So
I have a really bad idea.
Do it.
okay.
That would be a lot of fun. I'll do it anyway. Yeah. Is this one injured at all?
This one is not injured at all.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I am going to... This is going to be a couple things. First, I am going to get up to it. And is that just 5 feet of movement? Or is that 10 feet?
10, because you're swimming.
That's right. And I would like to... I'd like to grapple it.
All right.
Alright? I told you, it's a stupid idea.
Roll me an athletics check.
Woo!
That's a face I'm used to
Unless it
seeing.
rolls a nat 1. Which it doesn't.
Woo!
Yeah, so you try and grab onto this thing, and you're in its environment. Your slow movements as you go towards it, it just lifts up its feet and kicks into your chest, moving back away from you.
You know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna action surge and try again.
Alright. Yeah, and you go towards it, trying to grab onto it again. Roll me another...
Oh no, you don't! Yep. Come on, boy. Let's get higher than a
That
three.
one,
really?
that one's...
Boy!
Nat 20! Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Boy!
And this was all according to your plan.
Yes.
As it goes to kick into your chest, its feet impact with you, and you grab onto it, and
Yeah.
it pulls you 5 feet in this direction as it moves backwards, but you move with
Yeah.
it, holding onto its legs, and you just like pull your way up and are now like grabbing onto its sort of like midsection,
Yeah.
getting ready with one of your blades.
Now, I have one arm with a short sword. I have the other arm holding it. Can I use my one short-sworded arm? I know I can't climb with one arm, but can I like embed the blade into the ice so that I can like get the majority of my body out of the water? So like
Yes,
I
you can
won't...
get your like torso up to like
Perfect.
waist out of the water.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I just don't want my freaking like heart to freeze over, basically. Yeah, is
That's
that possible?
That's the last of your movement. Yeah.
That's perfectly fine by me. All right.
Cool. Its turn. It's going to try.
You're with me,
to break
bitch.
free. It's going to try and break free of your grapple.
Fucking dare ya.
So you're like holding onto its waist. It's just
Yeah.
going to try and like slam an elbow into your head.
I'm not getting another nat 20.
19.
I'm not.
And then it's going to swim 40 feet this direction.
Hey.
So it's going to move 30 feet that
Get
way
back here!
and 10 feet down.
Get back
As
here!
it just starts disappearing below
Get
the
back
ice.
here!
As you're like holding onto the side.
Just screaming.
Finn, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
As
die.
half of your body is out of the water.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You fail, so you take 2 damage. As your lower section, your like legs start to get cold around them, but you're okay.
only got stubby
Jarren,
legs.
is there anything you'd like to do?
Jarren would like to continue to. Well, no, he'll stick around to make sure they get out of the water. He'll.
This ice sheet is now like with a spray of this icy cold water that lands onto the ice sheet behind it. This ice sheet is now like stable, like almost completely flat
Oh, nice.
on the side.
Okay.
Slightly tilted because Ref's weight is on it, but other than that,
Okay.
Yeah, can I make it here? I can't, like, with difficult terrain and all that, can I make it right there?
you can make it to here.
Okay.
So just not in the right place.
I'll be there and I'll extend a hand towards Ref. Come on.
That'll be an action to help, so you'll have advantage on basically just getting out, but you'll be able to get out. I think. Ref, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Very large constitution.
I'm guessing that didn't make it. Hey.
Take 2 cold damage.
Hey, it's better than 8.
Yeah, and your brother helps you out of the water. As you both manage to get a hold of your feet, you look over at this strange half-man who almost died partially because of something you did, but you know the ice shouldn't have cracked like that just based off of his blade.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
Nice.
It's you.